Hello and welcome everybody. This is a first time for me in a long time. And speaking of long time, I haven't played the game in a little bit. Right, it's been 2 weeks. I've played the game pretty minimally, so we're gonna be coming back pretty rusty, and I think honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to even find a game this early in the morning. It's 8 in the morning for me, but I'm certainly gonna try. And yeah, basically the point of this video is to see how does well, I guess this is rest. How does rust and rest affect how you play? I really haven't played much. I've been going so hard in the past few seasons, and I guess I'll hop into training and just kind of tell you how everything feels. So, I think the first thing I notice is that the game feels super slow to me. It like feels like I'm taking more time to process how my car is moving and how like the ball is moving, I guess. I don't feel like my mechanics are much worse. But I don't feel like I could, yeah, like right there, like I feel like normally I would just recover in most situations, but anyway, yeah, so I have 32 hours past 2 weeks, and that's literally just because I've played quite a bit like 12, 13 days ago, right? So I haven't played much, and yeah, let's see if we can even find a game. Alright, so hopping into the first game here. Actually took me a long time to find a threes game, so I decided let's just queue all 3 game modes and see how I play in each one. So here we are in the 1v1. We actually ran into Kinsey, plays for M80, top, what, I don't, is M80 top 10 in RLCS points for North America? It's something good like that. Anyway, either way, he's a top player. So coming into this first game, like, haven't played in a long time. a little bit intimidated, honestly. Especially because it's 1v1, you don't really have a teammate to rely on. But yeah, we got the demo in the corner there, and it ends up turning into a goal. So starting things off with a goal, honestly, made me a little bit more confident in myself. Maybe trying to hold together a game. Kinsey takes a quick shot there. It was not that difficult to save, and then stretches for the boost. So I was able to get that shot over the top, and yeah, so 2-0, and being 2-0 up in a game like this after not playing, like I said, it really builds that confidence. So I decided to take things a bit slow here, mostly because if you press the issue too quickly, a lot of the time what can happen is the opponents will just start taking things a bit more patient instead, and you know, you don't want to just like rush into a lot of problems. Basically, like, you don't want to rush into trying to take a goal, or you know, add 1 to your score when you don't really need to. And so far, as you can see, like I'm getting a bit stuck here on defense now. So boost management's gonna quickly become a problem if we don't take care of it soon. So getting probably my 4th save of the game, 3rd or 4th save of the game. Here I noticed Kinsey pushes that one too fast, and I can just quickly attack it. Oh, and honestly, that was a scary moment coming into that challenge. I didn't really think too much of it, but honestly, it was a very scary moment. Got a bit lucky there with my attack, and here we get a save. And turns out Kinsey actually used all of his boost on that play, so we will get an extra goal for good measure. And we're approaching about halfway through this game now, and I still haven't been scored on, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself at this point. Especially also winning this kickoff in possession. 1v1s is really all about possession off of the kickoff. If you can get possession pretty much any time, or whatever, you know, pretty much every single time you take a kickoff, you get possession, you're probably going to win 80-90% of the games. Oh, And you can
Bad
hear my
play.
frustration. It's just a bad play, honestly. Like, why make Kinsei's job easier there by putting the ball in front of my net? I don't really know what I was thinking too much there. But here we're getting a little aggressive, but Kinsei hasn't done anything over the top against me so far. So I'm a bit okay with what a blunder though. I was okay with getting more aggressive, but then here I don't know, I took a more aggressive approach at shadowing the ball, and then it turns into a goal. So here at this point, excuse me, here at this point, I'm honestly just hoping I don't get scored on again, because we just had a 3-0 lead, and to see that lead completely go away would be kind of lame, to say the least. Get that save. And this it gets a bit scary when you're low on boost and, you know, Kinsei is just attacking. It's really difficult to hold your nerve against all the pressure. An early challenge there actually saves me. I'm able to go grab boost. And that boost grab is pretty important for, you know, just having enough boost to make more saves, essentially, is basically all I'm doing here. I noticed that the soft flip happens, and I'm able to get around it there. And it turns into a 4th goal, which is, like, I don't know. I just kind of get this wave of, like, okay, I can actually win this game in this moment. A little bit of a messed up kickoff, honestly. A lot of what you're supposed to do on that kickoff is you single jump into the ball, and then you're able to wave dash. But I did my wave dash so late, so I ended up just jumping on the ground, which is not ideal.
Wow, I didn't get that boost.
Here, you can hear I really wanted to get that boost, because it would have been really helpful, but I think Kinsei used like all of his boost or something. I'm able to just immediately attack and score again. Nice, nice, good win. Oh, man. Honestly, like going into 1v1s, like first thing after several like last 6 days, I've played maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours. Like, wow. Going into 1v1s, that was quite stressful, but we pull out a dub. Wow, impressive. So we're done with the 1v1 game, and we go into the 2v2 game. And honestly, I was quite hopeful for this match after the 1v1 game. We just won against a top RLCS player, so I was feeling pretty good going into this game. As you can see, starting off with a bit of control, and immediately losing that control with the miss off the wall. But that's okay. And here I kind of noticed that K-Frost leaves, so I'm able to just kind of hop right in for the challenge. I get that demo, and I don't think anyone was expecting it. And Ace actually wraps around that ball and catches me off guard. So we go down by a goal pretty quickly. Honestly, I think I threw my teammate off with that demo. The bump kind of helps me gain control here, so as we go in, wow, just like a double input, and then we get chased, and it's just not good. So we have to clear it on 0 boost. It's not looking good. K-Frost, kind of wish he took a little bit more possession on that play. It was open, but it was kind of more of an open possession, and a bit ambitious for me. I had no boost. And something I noticed a lot while I was playing with the Rust is honestly, like, boost management is just such a problem. Like, car orientation and boost management, I noticed, were just two things that, and oh man,
Where the hell?
my teammate just like getting in the way there, and you know, I immediately thought like, oh, you know, I think my teammate is just tilted because I bumped him off the wall. I got in his way. From his perspective, I got in his way.
My teammate is AFK. I think I pissed him off.
And you know, so initially my reaction was, I think I made
Bro, why are you
made
AFK?
K-Frost mad. So
Lost connection. That's so unlucky.
So as you can see, Kfrost actually lost connection, but he joins back immediately, so hope is still alive in this game. It's not full despair. Even if I can't manage my boost and I can't record, or excuse me, I can't you know, I can't think very well about my recoveries. I said record, but I meant recovery. My brain is just not working this morning, but yeah, we immediately go down 0-3 because just even though there's all these problems, I still feel pretty good, but it just isn't working, and yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that something works in this game, but so far it's been pretty much just only despair. Try to take control here, and Ace just immediately challenges, and I don't blame him for that immediate challenge. You don't really want to give your opponents like full control in the midfield like that. I see a shot coming. Hop down and get the double tap, which is actually not so good. If I can get that clear without me double tapping it from the ground, it's a lot better. Kfrost ends up losing control, and I thought I beat that guy over the top, but it just didn't happen. And I thought I'd get the bump there, but it just didn't happen. So far this game has been absolutely cursed. Like, kind of nothing's going our way. With just the disconnect and the goals that have been scored, and just the lack of control, and just everything feels like it's just not going our way. So 2 minutes left here, trying to save the game at this point. It's kind of almost over at this point because of the problems I've already mentioned. As you can see, this guy is getting quite aggressive with the demos. It almost feels like this guy's just chasing because, you know, they're up as a team. They're up by 3, so, you know, like, why not? I get that gnarly pass over to Kfrost, but it just doesn't turn into a goal. And at this point, I'm kind of thinking it's over, right? Not to say that my mental is completely shattered, but you know, I was thinking it was over, but we ended up getting a goal back, so it's not totally over, right? But look at this. Wow. Just what can you do? What can you do? When you're rusty, you just don't see these things happening in enough time, and I did not recover that quick enough. So honestly, really, really bad from me, and I play this poorly too, and it's just a goal, so yeah, so we end up going next. Alright, well, I feel like that entire game was just completely in the mud because of a lost connection. I feel like maybe if I was in a bit of a better state, like mechanically, and play, you know, not rusty basically, I could probably save that game, but you know, I think that game was lost from the beginning, honestly. Okay, and here we are with our threes game. So, one's game goes pretty good, two's game goes pretty bad. Maybe we can actually save things with the third game. And so far so good, except more of the same from the previous game. Honestly, I'm already tired of being demo chased. It's one of my least favorite things, and it's not really the demo itself. It's more just the decision to chase me, right? Like, and maybe that's a mental tactic, but it's more of just the decision to chase me that I get frustrated with. Okay. Honestly, I have no idea how I got that demo. 0 boost here with the clear. It's looking a bit in the mud, but we're getting some good ball movement, so it's buying me time to grab boost. And that's just like one of the things with Rust, is like you just it feels like you just never have boost. It really does. It really feels like you just never have any boost ever. But oh, wow, okay. So to analyze what just happened there, my opponent probably could have scored, but chose not to. I don't really know. Like, they didn't flip into the ball, and then I was gonna follow up the ball on my recovery, but my teammate jumps into me. Why? I don't know, but it's more of the same so far. Just kind of like struggling to grab boosts, and honestly, I might have just been overcompensating for feeling kind of slow. Like I said earlier, like it just kind of feels like I'm reading things slow or doing things slow. So maybe I'm just overcompensating by trying to move faster in the game. But yeah, so ball on our side, hoping to have some control here, and wow, teammate just totally throws that ball away and puts me in an awkward spot. And credit to my opponent, they put a really strong shot on. I think most instances I'd probably get that save, but they put a heater on from that mistake. So down 0-1, a little in the mud mentally. Lose my boost, but get the demo. So yeah, and kind of insane to have 0 boost and the opponent just shoots it right at you. So we will take it. So I'm not complaining too much. And something you'll notice throughout these games is, or at least this game in particular, is I feel like I'm adapting so much to my teammates. It kind of feels like they're playing their own game, and I'm trying to help guide them through the game in a smarter way. And oh man, wow, man, that was so bad. I was worried I was gonna miss that too. I got in my own head about it. Yeah. Sometimes you just miss open nets, and honestly, that was one of the worst times to miss one. Let's be real. So, honestly, I feel like maybe I'm the next Appjack. No, my alarm. It scared me. I had that read, and my alarm just scared me. Fuck. That's so dumb. I get startled by loud noises. Okay. So. So, to explain, give a little more context on what just happened. I recorded this in the morning. Actually, I'm recording this after this post commentary. I'm actually recording maybe like an hour after the games. Oh, okay, we saved something. Okay. Honestly, unfortunate game so far. I really should have scored that one shot. I just got really in my own head about scoring it. Alright. And, yeah, so we actually tied the game up, which is nice. But to go on what I was just talking about, I recorded this at about 9 in the morning, and it's 10:30 in the morning right now. I typically try and wake up at around 9:30 in the morning,
Wow.
but I just flipped my sleep schedule, and my alarm while I was recording went off, and I just was not expecting that at all. And sure enough, got super unlucky with the timing there. Like, I could not have been more unlucky. The alarm goes off right as I'm going for a double tap, and just completely distracts me and startles me, and I just missed the read. So this game's been quite unfortunate too, actually. So I'm like really in the mud right now. I'm like hoping this isn't just turning into another despair game. But so far so good. Try to get the demo here, but it just kind of feels like there's 5 players on the field playing a game, and I'm like supervising the game. It almost feels like just anything that goes wrong, I'm there to try and help. And just like this, and although 10 seconds left, 1v3 instant challenge. That's kind of the only solution when you're in a 1v3 is just to either instant challenge or hope that you can make that save. And wow, that ball comes off of their car on 0 seconds very strangely. But overtime. So we had a game 1 win, game 2 despair loss, and game 3 this is a interesting overtime situation. But so far so good. Nothing weird so far. But you see, we just double commit with our teammate there, and I don't really know why, because that ball just was not a good pass to my teammate. Like, my teammate who's covering the back there really shouldn't be jumping for a ball that's moving forward in that situation. Not again. Missed again. And wow. Talk about just a despair. Teammate with a hard whiff there. Yeah, this game so far has just been quite unlucky and just, I don't know, L plus ratio for me. Perp missed a pass there. If you didn't notice, Perp had that touch forward. Really should have been a mid pass because I could score that. It's kind of wide open. So at this point, I'm just kind of like trying to play a bit more safe because we're in overtime and my opponents are demo chasing me. Like same thing as game 2. My teammates are playing weird, and I'm just like hoping for the best at this point. I really didn't need to challenge that, and yeah, you can hear me reacting to that one being quite close, but so far so good. We're living. Get another save. It's not completely over. We're able to take another 50 in the corner. But yeah. Horrendous bounce and a horrendous read off that really quick ball. So Perp should be taking control. Turns into another shot, so similar situation to earlier in the game where Perp lost control and then it turns into a shot. Decide to back out of that shot potentially there. And here, I actually grab the ball with control, and I try to pass it mid, but where'd my teammate go? Well, it turns out Zarcia ended up jumping for that ball, and I'm not really exactly sure why, right? Like, when your teammate takes control of the ball, you really shouldn't be trying to jump onto the ball that they're controlling. So just like, things just kind of aren't working out a lot of the time so far. And here I see my teammate ends up going straight to the back post, which throws me off. Now I have to go push forward at an awkward angle. And yeah. What? Come on. How is that in? Wait, what? How? That's crazy. What? Alright, well, if you liked that video, leave a like. Give me a comment on how you like the format. Very unfortunate, honestly. We had that third game. Second game was really unfortunate because teammate disconnecting. Like, it doesn't really get much more rough than that, honestly. The 1v1, I don't know. I was kind of surprised I won, but yeah. But overall, I feel like my impact on the game didn't really change much. I definitely think it was a little bit worse, but not much, right? Like, it wasn't much worse than I normally am. So, yeah, rough games, except for the 1v1 where we totally clutched up. GG's, and I'll see you guys next time.